Hello and welcome to VLearn, Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 2 of Technology Management, and in this session we are going to cover aspects and issues. Topics to be covered are technological change, technological life cycle, diffusion and growth of technologies, technological transformation, technological alternatives, appropriate technology, technology policy and policy instruments, technology planning, technology development options and strategies, technology and socio-economic planning. Now, first of all, technological change. Technological growth is just the result of a new inventions and innovations. टेक्नोलॉजी एक ऐसी टर्म है जिसके अंदर हम नॉलेज को इम्पार्ट करते हैं, बट अगर टेक्नोलॉजी को ग्रो करना है तो उसके अंदर मेजर इंटीग्रेंट्स होते हैं आपके इन्वेंशन एज वेल एज इनोवेशन. बिकॉज इफ आई वांट टू इन्वेंट समथिंग आई नीड अ इनोवेशन. एवरी इन्वेंशन इज समथिंग न्यू, एंड फॉर इवन वी कैन से दैट किसी भी चीज़ का कॉम्बिनेशन जो पहले से एग्जिस्ट करती है, बट कंबाइनिंग ऑफ द एग्जिस्टिंग एलिमेंट्स वी कैन क्रिएट अ न्यू वन. An invention which becomes an innovation when we applied it first time. कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ जिसे हम first time करते हैं वो आपका एक invention बन जाता है. An innovation which have little disruptive impact on behavior pattern is known as continuous innovation, because you are going continuously to create something, but there are some little disruptive impacts which we can neglect if I am doing a continuous innovation. The process of technological change is clearly linked with innovation. Technological change occurs due to substitution and diffusion. Means if I am substituting something new in my created product or in my existing product, then I can say that this is a technological change. Or in simple terms, I can say that technological substitutions is occur when a new technology captures over a period of time with a substantial share of market from an existing older technology. The new technology is better and economical, more viable, because जो भी न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी आती है वो किसी ना किसी पुरानी टेक्नोलॉजी की कुछ हमारे जो डिसएडवांटेज हैं उसको ओवरकम करता है. सो वी कैन से दैट दिस इज मच बेटर देन द प्रीवियस वन and as well as economically more viable. A broad spectrum of factors which can have an impact on the process of substitution and diffusion. But we can discuss broadly, we can classify these factors to two factors. Like first one, the factors which affect the demand of the technology, and secondly the factors which affecting the supply of the technology, because it is not necessary that always the demand is same as the supply of the technology. So next one is your technology life cycle. Now we'll discuss what is the life cycle of a technology. In simple terms, we can say that we are creating a technology or we are managing a technology, but in this particular technological term, we have certain different stages which we follows when we are in the technological life cycle. So in this we have 4 stages: innovation, syndication, diffusion, and lastly the substitution. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इनोवेशन. ये जो आपकी इनोवेशन स्टेज है ये रिप्रेजेंट करती है किसी भी न्यू प्रोडक्ट या न्यू मटेरियल के बर्थ को, जो कि रिजल्ट हुआ है किसी न किसी रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट एक्टिविटीज से, जिसे हम कहते हैं R&D एक्टिविटीज. इट पर्टिकुलरली डिपेंड अपॉन द रिसोर्स एलोकेशन एंड द चेंज एलिमेंट, द टाइम टेकन एज वेल एज द सब्सिक्वेंट स्टेजेस which varies widely, that how much we need to pull or how much we need a knowledge push factor. Next stage is syndication. This particular stage represents the demonstration and a commercialization of a new technology, like it can be a product, material or process with a potential for immediate utilization. We can say that commercialization of our research outcomes depends on the technical as well as the non-technical factors, which is mostly economic factors. Next stage is diffusion stage. This particular stage represents the market penetration of a new technology through acceptance of the innovation by potential users of the technology, because जो आपकी सप्लाई है और जो डिमांड है वो नॉर्मली एक ही साथ चलनी चाहिए. मैं एक न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी अगर मैंने इवॉल्व करी है तो मुझे ये भी ध्यान देना होगा कि जो भी पोटेंशियल यूजर्स हैं मेरे मार्केट के अंदर, क्या वो उस टेक्नोलॉजी को एक्सेप्ट कर पा रहे हैं या नहीं कर पा रहे. नेक्स्ट स्टेज एंड द लास्ट वन इज सब्स्टिट्यूशन स्टेज. इन दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टेज, this represents the decline in the use and eventually the extension of a technology due to replacement by another technology. Till diffusion stage हमने अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी को मार्केट के थ्रू बना लिया था, इवन अपनी मार्केट को पेनिट्रेट कर लिया था कि वो इस न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी को एक्सेप्ट कर सके. Now this is the time when I am eventually replace the existing technology with this particular new technology, because at this time the markets become very much perfect for the new technology or ready for the acceptance of the new technology. So in technological life cycles, each and every stage plays an important role, starting from innovation to syndication, then diffusion, and lastly to substitution. So these are the life cycle of a technology. Now, diffusion and growth of technology. So we can say that each and every technology eventually reaches a decline phase owing to the development of a better technology. In simple terms or other terms, we can say that technological change occurs through substitution. नॉर्मली जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी आती है अल्टीमेटली और इवेंचुअली वो एक डिक्लाइन की तरफ जाती है. और डिक्लाइन होने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि हमने उसको टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज़ करना छोड़ दिया, बट इट मीन्स दैट वी आर गोइंग टू अनदर डेवलपमेंट स्टेज ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर टेक्नोलॉजी. Like this graph is known as S-shaped growth graph because slightly it is like a S shape. When you can see, this is a S. And in this graph, we have three technology, T1, T2 and T3. For this particular diagram, I can refer T1 as a propeller aircraft, T2 as a turboprop aircraft and T3 as a jet aircraft. Each of this technology normally shows a S-shaped graph over a time, because in the x-axis I have the time and in the y-axis the technological figure of the merit. The overall growth of these successive technologies also exhibits a S-shaped growth pattern. The hardware-intensive technology diffuses process can be considered to be consist of 5 phases. Like in this, we have a S-shaped graph, but in this S-shaped, starting from this to this level, in this we have particularly 5 phases. And these 5 phases are incubation, introduction, growth, maturity, and then decline. Like first of all, is the incubation. Means in this there are so many ideas which particularly reduce to a commercial product. Then comes the introduction. In this phase जो भी आपने new technology बनाई है आप उसको introduce करते हैं, and finally goes through the growth phase in which you are grow your application, or means the process of your application, number of applications which increase rapidly. And after that there is a maturity phase. In this I can say that there is a stability factor which is attained by the technology, and lastly by the maturity we reach to a decline phase. In this particular phase now my substituted technology become obsolete and it can be replaced by another technology to just increase the development of my technological graph. So in this phase, this S-shaped graph consists of these 5 stages: incubation, introduction, growth, maturity, and the last is decline. Now, this is technological transformation. Like in this particular presentation, we can say that this is a simple presentation and it is more than enough to create or to explain the basic point of technological planning. In this, we can say that we have 5 stages. Like first one is your collecting stage, second one is your refining stage, third is your processing, fourth manufacturing, and the last one is your packaging. This is 5 stages of technological transformation which we face in production of goods. These are known as stages. These are the technological content which are added to the product, and then the technological content of the transformation facilities. Now, This is collecting. In the collecting stage, which is the first stage, we include three steps. First one is extracting, second one is mining, and last one is the framing. In this, we first extract something from the market, ideas or plans. After that, we done mining of that ideas, and finally we frame that ideas. After that, after framing, we reach to refining stage, and this refining stage, it includes the operations like purifications, prevention, and materially. Then we reach to third stage, which is known as processing stage, and in this stage we have two components like chemical as well as electrical conversion, because in this I am converting my ideas, my products to my ideas and my elements to a well defined product. And after that, when in the processing phase end, then we reach to manufacturing phase, and in this the component is mechanical conversion and fabrications, and at last we reach to packaging mean now in this phase we are just assembling the different components and containerized to make a well defined product or a new product which I can transform to a market. So I'll start from nature where I collect the ideas, but I'll end with the market when I am dispatching a new product in the market. Side by side, these are some factors like low, high, very high, which signifies that how much new thing is added to the product in a particular phase. So you can say that in processing phase, we have much higher component which I am adding to my product, or the technological content of the transformation facilities are also very high in this processing phase. Now, technological alternatives. Nations that spend relatively large amount of R&D, that is research and development in an industry, tend to relatively quick in reaping the benefits of new technology, even though they may or may not be the original innovators, but still they are tend to relatively quick in reaping up the benefits of a new technology. But as concerned to the developing countries, their most important questions is just for making the strategic choices, because ultimately they want the profit which they can achieve by their strategic choices. Now, how to select your appropriate technology? These are some appropriate or inappropriate technologies. Like we have different phases, same place, different time and different place and time of the original application, and same time and a different place. In this, first of all, if the place is same but time is different, then we can say that we still have the appropriate owing to no change in the surroundings as well as objectives. But when it becomes inappropriate also when we change the surroundings as well as my objective, then it turns to inappropriate. While I am in different time and different place, my product for a less particular region behaves like a appropriate for similar surrounding and similar objective, but major of the time it works like a inappropriate when I am the different surroundings as well as the objective. This one is the third, in which place and time are same as the original application, means where I am developing the technology, the surroundings are same where I am applying the technology. At this particular moment, my technology considered to be a appropriate technology. And last one, when the time is same but the place is different, in this the half much is appropriate where the similar surroundings and objectives are there. But if I am the different surroundings or objective, the technology works like a inappropriate technology. Now, technology policy as well as policy instruments. The need of technology policy springs from an explicit commitment to a national goal and the acceptance of a technological as an important strategic variable in the development processes. Like we can say that in technological policy, we normally formulation of the oath to naturally follow the establishment of a development vision or a perspective plan, because ultimately we have a plan and we use this technology policy to just develop our vision or to maintain or develop our plan to a new phase. Now, as considered a technology policy, so in technology policy, it's just a statement और इस स्टेटमेंट के थ्रू हम एक हाईएस्ट पॉलिसी बनाते हैं जो कि हमें कैबिनेट, पार्लियामेंट या फिर किसी भी गवर्नमेंट गाइड में हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। और इस पर्टिकुलर टेक्नोलॉजी पॉलिसीज को हम यूज कर सकते हैं इन आवर डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी एंड साइंस, and moreover in solving certain problems which are related to your nations, and as well as if you want to attain your nation profits, you can use this technology policy. This particular policy statement includes the expression of the desire, like अगर आपको कुछ नेशनल कैपेसिटी को डेवलप करना है और एक ऐसा डिसीजन मेकिंग टेक्नोलॉजी बना के देनी है जिससे कि आप एक टेक्नोलॉजी को ग्रोथ दे सको, तो इस पर्टिकुलर पॉलिसी स्टेटमेंट्स में आप उन एक्सप्रेशंस को इंक्लूड करते हैं। मोरओवर दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉलिसी डॉक्यूमेंट्स इंक्लूड द प्रिंसिपल्स which the technological development is to be based. Technological policy declaration usually contains several commitments on the behalf of the government as well as some categorical assurance. The policies, among other things, commits the authority to ensure, firstly, establishment of an institutional facility for relevant knowledge, dissemination, and skill development for stepwise absorption of a imported technology. Because basically हमें जो पॉलिसीज बनानी है वो पॉलिसी ऐसे होनी चाहिए ताकि वो एक कमिटमेंट शो कर सके एक अथॉरिटी को लेके. सो इट शुड कंटेन सर्टेन फैक्टर्स, लाइक इट शुड कमिट सर्टेन फैक्टर्स. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल it should establish, means there should be a clearly establishment of a institutional facilities for the relatively knowledge dissemination. Second factor, there should be a provision of facilities for productive utilization of the research results. Then development of a support material facilities, like it can be your information, it can be your documentation services, etc. Now policy instruments. पॉलिसी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स मीन्स एक लिंक जो कि एक एक्सप्रेस पर्पस और एक रिजल्ट के अंदर बनता है, उसे हम इंस्ट्रूमेंट कहते हैं. लाइक हमने जो सोचा था, जो हमारा पर्पस था, उसको लेके कैसे हम रिजल्ट तक जाते हैं, कैसे हम उसे प्रैक्टिस में फॉलो करते हैं, बीच की प्रोसेस को हम फुलफिल कर सकते हैं बाय यूजिंग दिस पॉलिसी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स. सो वी कैन रेफर पॉलिसी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स टू बी डिवाइडेड इनटू टू, direct as well as indirect policy instrument. When we are considering the direct one, it particularly refers to the explicitly to technological functions and activities, because when I am dealing with an instrument and this particular instrument contain the function and technology related to the, when this particular instrument contains functions and activities related to the technology, then we can say that these are the direct factors. But when I am considering the indirect one, that means उन सभी पॉलिसीज या उन फंक्शंस की हम बात कर रहे हैं जो टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड नहीं है, बट स्टिल दे आर समथिंग रिलेटेड टू योर S&T एक्टिविटीज. सो टेक्नोलॉजी पॉलिसी इंस्ट्रूमेंट इन्फ्लुएंस द एक्टिविटीज ऑफ द डिफरेंट सेगमेंट्स एंड एजेंसीज or department of the government and has a direct bearing on various sectors of the economy. In this particular technology policy, we further complete by a necessity of its integration with national development policies. पॉलिसी फॉर्मुलेशन का जो मैकेनिज्म होता है वो नॉर्मली वेरी करता है कंट्री टू कंट्री, डिपेंड करता है कि सोशल वैल्यूज़ क्या हैं, आपके पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम्स में क्या चल रहा है, और फाइनली आपकी इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस क्या हैं. So this is the technological planning. In this particular, you can see that we have two types of country, developing as well as developed country. And these are something like changes in the structure of economic with technological advancement. So you can see the graph. In this graph, we have agriculture, industry, services and information. And we are going from developing countries to developed country. Technology development options and strategies. The technological needs are derived from national socio-economic goals. Finally, technology की जो need होती है, means what is the need of technology we get from the socio-economic goals. क्या goals हैं जो आप socially या economy आप चाहते हैं, so उनको fulfill करने के लिए आप technology develop करते हैं. A country's technology development strategy is determined by combining those factors which identifies your technological need, and moreover those also through which you can assess of the available and emerging technologies. There are certain principles regarding to this planning process. So in this process, the first of all important principle is to be selective and self development, because first of all you need to select your activities so that you can develop your technology in a positive manner. So in this you most emphasized on the total integration of all the activities which you need in a technological production. When you are in selecting areas for development, a country mostly looks like inward looking in some areas and outward looking in other areas. This is technology and socio-economic planning graph. In this you can see that there is a internal technological source, foreign technological source, and then you can regulate the balance of a technological supply depending on both internal as well as foreign sources. After that you can decide your policies, because अब आपका clear idea है कि what is the technological supply, and after that you can mention some technological consideration which indeed deal in the planning or help in national development planning along with your socio and economic considerations. Along with when you see one end contains the sources and another end contains the market. So we can say that when I am designing a technological development policies, I'll see the sources which are related to internal as well as foreign, and at the same time I am considering the market which is internal and foreign technological market. Depending on these four factors, we regulate and balance the technological supply, and at the same time regulate and balance the technological demand, because our policies relate to two factors, supply and the demand. And then depending on this I can select my policies which in turn create a consideration, and now I am in a stage to plan my national development planning with considering the socio and economic consideration. So in this way we can say that we are doing technology and a socio economic planning. Now do it yourself. Define and explain the process of technological change and technological life cycle. In this you need to explain the process of the both, and lastly what is the appropriate technology, means according to you what is the appropriate technology. Thank you. Happy learning. Be learning.